the team that's on top of the table, 5 points clear. Apparently, they have not won the league from this position on how many occasions? Can you check for me?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5 occasions.
But they've said, what is it? I think 7 out of the last 10 seasons of the team that's top Christmas
wins,
has won the league.
So, I mean,
I think they've been 2 of them though.
I think we were the other one. I think potentially.
I think ultimately they have to start believing something. You got to believe in something, but they went about their business.
Oh, they believe. Trust me.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
They're done downplaying now.
That's the thing.
Know.
Yeah. That's what I'm starting to see.
If Newcastle fans are trying to believe, then Arsenal fans have to believe.
That's what I'm starting to see though this season. What I'm trying to see is now Arsenal have reached a stage. You're 5 points clear going into the World Cup, right? You are now reaching a level where top 4. If you just get top, some people are saying, "Oh yeah, but if we get top 4, nah, trust me. Maybe because they ain't been in a title race in a long time, whatever." But if it does leave, let's say City do their run or whatever, it's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt. You're starting to dream. You're starting to believe, and there's what I don't like is
nothing wrong with
people
that.
Embrace it, bro.
Yeah.
How often have you been here? You ain't been here
for a long
you
time.
ain't been here for a long, long time. So now that you're here, you gotta embrace that stuff, man. Arsenal are doing mad things, and I said it a few weeks ago, or it might have been on my show. Arsenal are by far this season the best team in the league, bro. They have dominated every single Premier League game this season. Mm-hmm. Every single one. Man United, they dominated us, but we hit them on the counter. Southampton, they should have beat Southampton as well.
There was a game that they
Leeds?
They didn't dominate that game, did they? Yeah, there's one.
No,
But
okay.
one.
Leeds.
That was
Okay.
after the
Leeds.
Europa League, innit?
Yeah. It's
because you said it was so much fun. I was like,
it's the fact.
But they still won the games.
95% of their
Isn't
games
it-
this
isn't
season,
it
they've been the
always-
best team in the league.
Isn't it always the hope that kills you though?
Nah, but the
No,
thing
not
is,
in these sort of situations, though, man. You've got to embrace the challenge. The players.
Listen. We said 2 of the teams that didn't win it at Christmas were them. They've been the season Leicester won at Christmas. They were top.
Yeah, but
people forget that.
No, but what you have to remember, I think in this situation, it's like, you know how last season they were doing this whole top 4 thing and it happened. There's nothing wrong with aiming and falling short, but in this situation, if you were to just finish in top 4, as Cam said, that's a disappointment to them this season. That would be a flop. It's one thing to have, it's one thing to have an objective and then thinking, you know what, it can go further. But look, based on I said it a few weeks ago, there will not be a team in the Premier League that they think they can't beat 100%. Yesterday's performance was quite interesting because obviously there was no Xhaka, but they proved that they found out something else about themselves. Oh, we can do it. We might. All right, cool.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like a lot of people, the only reason people are talking on Arsenal and trying to say that they can't compete for the title, which I think they 100% are going to compete for the title, is that people are saying, injuries. Like if they get an injury, I've seen Arsenal this season and some players haven't been there. Zinchenko hasn't been there every single game. Xhaka just come out of this game.
Jesus ain't scored in how long?
Ain't scored in how long or whatever.
Tomiyasu was the standard, the great wall. You haven't seen him.
Everyone is saying these things like, while everyone is dropping points and being silly, everyone is just saying about the one team that are moving near perfect. Well, if they get an injury, if we just got to go with reality at the same time. Another thing that people are saying if City go on one of their 18-game runs, how do we know that's going to happen, bro?
Coming!
Do you know what I'm trying to say? How do we actually know? Because there was a point in time where Liverpool, when they started picking up their wins, remember before COVID, they had like 26 wins, 1 draw or something like that. They were doing their thing. There comes a time where it's like, we can actually level and we can actually take it to this next level. Even when they were 1 point off City. But when they went from 17-18 to 18-19 and lost the title at 1 point, there came a time where they realised, but we are levels, bro.
I do think it's the hope that kills you, which is the fear of that. But I do think also that City factor, you can't sleep on it. That is also what is making Arsenal fans second guess themselves. Because we've seen Liverpool, get 90, 95, 97, however many points, and still not do it.
So
Arsenal fans, every season is different.
But that's my rebuttal.
But they've seen the last couple of years what's happened.
The thing is, there's nothing wrong with saying a title race means that there's multiple teams in it. That doesn't mean you're going to win it. But you have to embrace the situation you're in. You're not in a top 4 battle. You are in a battle to see who can get to the finish line first. You have to embrace it. Are you telling me they're going to say, you know what? We're 5 points clear, but you know what? We're going to lose a couple games. No.
Obviously, that's only 2 games, right? That's only a 2-game different.
But everyone else has to be better than that.
That's
I'm talking
what
about Man City being shaky. So at the end of the day, they're in a title race. The players believe it. Arteta will believe it. Arteta will want to beat his mentor and whatnot. They believe they're in. Bro, so at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with them being in a race and losing. At the end of the day, they have fast tracked their progression. But as you said, embrace the race.
Listen to this, yeah?
I would love to be in a title race, bro. I will
love it if we beat them.
Did you see Pep's quote when he said, what's it called? Middlesbrough. He made reference to that because that's what Kevin Keegan
Is
said.
it?
Yeah.
Look
Said
at
they have
this.
to get
There's this stat. So it's from GPV 3000. He tweeted this, right? He said, these are all the teams to have more points than Arsenal at this stage of the season. So only Man City in 17-18, Liverpool in 19-20, Man City in 18-19, Man City in 11-12. Chelsea 05-06 and United 93-94 had the same amount of points. Elephant in the room, all of them won the title. So Arsenal will have to break history to not win this title as it's showing right now. You cannot tell me this is not a team that are really looking the real deal and can go and win this Premier League, bro. That's the thing. I think the fear is getting to everyone. Like,
I don't want to believe
no one wants to believe it.
I'll be real.
They're doing things.
I don't want to believe it, man.
With the GOAT teams.
I told you,
My soul won't let it. I thought them days are done.
Listen, I told you, Tim Sherwood, that's big Spurs guy. He came out and was doing the thing. He said, "Listen, yeah, they can go and win it. People, you have to accept it for what it is, man. They can." So hold tight, them, but I can't even lie. Being 5 points clear at Christmas is a massive achievement. They've got leeway that they can lose a game and still be in a position where they can. So remember, when you lose a game, everyone else still has to do their business.
The thing is, it's not even about everyone else. They ain't got to really think. At the moment, Arsenal should only really be thinking about City.
No, they should be thinking about themselves.
And City need to be thinking about Newcastle. Exactly. They should be thinking about themselves right now. That's all it is. And I said, yesterday, I saw Arsenal basically won that game before they came out. Wolves weren't on it with them, bro.
Here's the thing, though.
They weren't on it.
Do we not always say there's a different pressure that comes with leading in a race?
There is.
It's one thing being the chaser, the team that's behind, but it's another thing leading. And I feel like in those types of situations, you always need experiences. Even last season, if you look at them, they were leading in that top 4 race. Yeah. Crunch time came, those 3 games of Palace, Newcastle, I can't remember who the other team was, but the team crumbled because of that lack of experience. And everyone started looking at it and saying, Odegaard's young, Saka's young, Martinez's young. Those are still those young boys that bottled the top 4 last year. Are we saying now that they're up to those greats that you mentioned there?
Do you know what I would say to that, though? When Leicester won the league, none of them had no business. That was nosebleeds. But it's like, you know what?
But that year, look at the rest of the Premier League that year.
No, I hate you.
They were disgracing themselves.
It was.
No, I hate you. But sometimes,
who can disgrace myself the most?
Sometimes, again, when you have we're always talking about the good spirit and that. Sometimes it's not about thinking about the pressure. It's like, you know what? Let's just enjoy the ride.
Capitalize on the opportunity.
Bro, just enjoy the ride.
Well, you man need to remember, Like,
I don't know about this enjoy the ride shit, man.
No, for them. I'm talking about them. I'm not enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to win a trophy this year.
You got to remember as well that like Arsenal have had the harder run than City so far.
Exactly.
City still have to play some tough teams. Like, they haven't played everyone yet. They've played Liverpool. They've played Man United.
I don't think they've played us yet.
They haven't played you. They haven't played. Have they played you lot? Chelsea? No, I don't. They haven't played Chelsea. They haven't played Arsenal. Have they? So they still got some tough games to go as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So Arsenal have actually had a harder run and are sitting 5 points clear. Let's see, man. It just takes a few moments to start to believe, bro. I'm
you know what?
This ain't like Ollie's. This ain't like
angle.
Ollie's. This not like Ollie. When United were we were top in January, bro.
No.
When United were doing this, it's not like that because every game we were like, damn, we're getting bailed out here. My man might score. Rashford might score. Bruno's gonna score. We were doing whatever, so we were just like, you know what I mean? But Arsenal, as I said, 95% of their games this season, they've actually been the better team. If they go and strengthen in January, get a centre midfielder in, potentially if Partey goes down or something, or get someone else in.
Credit where credit's due.
Don't sleep. Arteta's men. Don't sleep.
I've seen this camp act before, you know. You know when they build you up just to knock you down later on.
They just push you off the cliff.
Arsenal fans, be very careful getting sucked into this man's speeches.
Listen,
if you've been stoppage before, you know what I'm going.